All right, so we are here, and it's locked. Okay, we're locked out.
Hi, welcome.
Time to go in.
Hi.
And so we've been told that Farming Simulator came here, specifically here, to scan something. We have to figure out what. So this is a steam tractor that they used to hook up to do threshing. What people could do in a couple days, this did in a couple hours. And he thinks it's just incredible. It's amazing. Really cool. So this is a tractor with legs. We have had dinner, we have enjoyed ourselves, and now we are gonna go around and we're gonna take a look at some of the tractors. We're gonna take a look at some of the equipment that they've got, and hopefully we can find something that's supposed to be in Farming Simulator. They have a lot of tractors here in the museum. Unfortunately, they haven't told us which ones they scanned, but they did say they'd scanned a few. So, by the time you guys are watching this, you're probably gonna know exactly which ones of these they've got. And up here, we've got all of the different decades in which these tractors were around, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, seeing this equipment up close and personal, seeing it right in front of you, I just wanna go drive it right now. But you can actually get up there, which is something fun, but I'm not gonna do that today. Here's a wonderful area that they set out for us for having dinner. This is the steam engine that powered, I think they said there was like 3 or 5 of these that power the factory. Just an insane amount of history, an insane amount of equipment. Here's a nice BM Volvo, kind of reminds me of a old, like a Fiat Agri or something like that. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is another steam engine. I believe this was like a on tracks, obviously, locomotive. Actually, this tells you a whole lot about it. So you can hit pause and zoom in there. We've got a couple more machines around here, and then of course we've got this little guy right here, which looks to have some water added or something like that. That way you can kind of, kids can come in here, adults alike can come and play around. This is one of their grand halls, and we've got all kinds of stuff in here as well. They have a beautiful original chandelier. They've got actually a full stage set up with a big wall of TVs so they can do nice productions or presentations, things like that. We've got a couple older BM Volvo machines. Now, if you guys remember back in Farming Simulator 17, and I think 19 as well, we actually had one of these. I think it was from White Bull Modding. I could be mistaken, but we've got all of that. We've got a couple of these machines. Absolutely gorgeous machines. We've got an engine over here, and then we've got another one of the wheel loaders. And one interesting thing about these wheel loaders from what we drove during the day is how you get up on them. You have to step in through the very front, which is something that would throw me off a little bit, but I'm sure you get used to it. And then we've got a Volvo Krabat over here. Smaller tractor, doesn't look like it's more than about 4 feet high, but still, not bad.
Go up into the cab.
Go into
sit in it.
Go into the cabin and sit.
Yeah, do it.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go? Yeah, go first.
This is what makes this museum special. You get to climb onto the machines. You get to sit there and get the feel of how it was driving these machines. That's the difference.
It's a little bit smaller than the new one. It's very old.
So this is extremely tall as well. I would guess at least 10 feet minimum. He's a good, what, 6'3", 6'4", around there. So this is a dumper. This is basically what we drove today, which was my favorite piece of equipment. And there it is inside. It's still dirty. Like they used it. That's awesome. And then the microphone's on that side, so it's all
On my side?
Okay. You gotta tell people stuff.
We will see if Mr. DjGoHam, if he came in. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
smell it.
Yes.
This is uncomfortable.
But this is amazing.
Yeah. You got 2 pedals, 38 different handle. There's another door.
Yeah.
Open air.
All what you want.
You can get out if you turn it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. It has a window defroster.
Yeah.
Look at this. So heat from the engine, I'm guessing, comes here and goes on this, which is plastic.
So you can drive in winter.
You could drive in the winter. So not only is it maybe heat to defrost the windshield, but it's heat for you.
The wheels are very Finnish. But these vehicles are from 1966, I think. Here.
This machine has either done 78,000 miles, or kilometers rather, or 78,000 hours.
I think ours.
Yeah.
And it's functional.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
And
put...
one of the biggest things was they mentioned to us that almost everything here is functional.
Yeah.
So when they need to move it, they just move it.
Yes. You can put the key in and go.
Yeah.
No problem.
So in here in the main room, these are drawings hand done from the 90s. And what they did was they displayed like modern to them or futuristic. And that's a small wheel loader, which is basically what they look like today. That's a small dump, or 6x6 dump, which they basically look like that today. They were talking about the excavators are a little bit different, but not too bad. They said here they've got most of models of every model they've ever made. All the way from old stuff to new stuff, even got some Legos up there. Really, really super cool. And then coming in here, you guys may have seen a little bit of B-roll earlier in the video of some things. So this right here would power this wheel, and it would go over here to like a mill type of thing. And this would save from having to do things by hand. And they're saying that things that would take, days or even weeks to do by hand, that they could take this 4 days. I can't remember what the 1-to-1 was with people doing things, but I think it was a thresher. They could do some threshing. So this was the machine they showed earlier today. You can see the inside of everything, and everything moves, which is really cool. And the engine moves as well. And some things are cut out, some parts are cut. Even have the transmission down there as well. Such a neat thing. You've got a harvester right here. So, of course, you've got the little knives down here that cut. And then you've got the rotator, which helps bring the crop in. It is PTO powered. And then it just goes up and in. Another thing, so we found out that this is a small version of how everything would run. So this right here is a tractor. Hear me out. So this is a tractor, and it would have these feet that came down and boom, 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 into the ground, and they would crawl. And then these wheels right here would turn with it. Unfortunately, because of how it worked and how it was powered, and these were the size of something like that, well, they didn't work quite right. So that was very interesting. Here's another tractor, an old iron tractor at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Inside the engine there, looking good. One of my favorite pieces of machinery from this entire thing, a bulldozer. And it is completely surrounded on all sides. Even coming around here, not around the back, unfortunately, so there's that. It does have PTO, which I found to be different, odd, but hey, it is what it is. And it's iron. It's iron and steel, metal. It's just incredible. We have a armored personnel carrier, I guess is what we would call this in the United States. This would transport troops or things from point A to point B. Of course, naturally, there's a Volvo engine inside. Speaking of the inside, there is the inside. So this is something that would be used in military times or something like that. And of course we have some things around here as well. We have an old snowplow kind of thing. We do have a couple engines over there as well. Coming over here, we have another Volvo BM piece of machinery. So this is a wheel loader, a little bit more modern. I could not tell you from when this was done, but it is the Volvo BM 4300. So if you know anything about that, well, there you go. This seems to be looking a little bit more modern. But they said that this did not take off very well. It was kind of a flop. So this is it. And you can see we've got all kinds of different tools and everything. They said because of this, it didn't take off very well. And we may have some help over here from our instructor from today. You guys have seen him a couple times. He won't tell us what's in Farm Sim, but I know something that he doesn't know just now. This. I got, like he said, yeah. So we got the scoop that this was scanned.
I will not, you know, I'm like a politician.
Yeah.
I will never confirm anything, but I will not say no either.
So that's a yes. I don't know. We'll see. It's been very interesting because we haven't seen any of the stuff. We don't know. We think we know. And you were very adamant that I got certain photo shots today, but we're just not sure. All right, so my man just said 2 colors.
Green, orange.
Green and orange. Let's go find something green and orange. I found it! Oh, there's more things. Is that orange?
Green and orange.
Green and orange.
Green in front.
Uh-huh.
Orange with a roof. And here.
Right. Those are kind of red. I don't know. So this would actually make a lot of sense.
This is the first. Maybe this is the first loader.
I think this is the first loader. And I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
It's rusted through. These are actual machines. I mean, not that I'm finding this out now, but these are actual machines that have been used, that are incredible. Oh, and they maybe have used this as well. So this, I think he said it was this,
It's the killer.
is that backwards. He said physically, it's the same tractor just backwards, turned around. So basically took this and then built the cabin and flipped everything around, put a front loader on the back of it. He said that's exactly what this is, and the more you look at it, come on, it's the tractor, right? So, is this in Farming Simulator? Let us know.